Good day, everyone, and welcome to Obidient Family TV. The program is Hope Alive. Yes, there is hope, and a new Nigeria is certainly possible. Now, good morning, afternoon, and evening, depending your time zone. Today, we are here again to have discussion, especially as we are now 1 year deep down into this hopelessness called an administration in Nigeria. As these very economic indices are showing critical failures coming out from this administration. And also, in the same vein, 1 year deep down, we can see that even primary and secondary school in this very millennium or century, as the case might be, is still happening. This is a kidnapping arrangement still waiting to happen again in Nigeria at this very northern region, as we can see, which we are going to bring at this very time, that at this very point in time, after 1 year of hopelessness, the day that there was a pronouncement about subsidy going, several things going without any adequate arrangement, these are children, as we talk about Children's Day, that are still in the middle of the forest called school. We get to that very fact. And again, we also talk about this fraud called the Nigerian Air and several other frauds that are going on right now as we are talking about. I'm not the only one to talk about this. I have Divine in the studio, and also I have Peace in the studio.
A very warm welcome, and thank you for joining us on today's live broadcast. Let us have these conversations.
Obidient worldwide, now good evening. Welcome to the show.
Yes, so as we are moving up, please don't forget to like and share as we bring facts, especially in this very hopeless situation. We have different people who have gone into the mainstream media to talk about this 1 year of Tinubu's administration. And we also hear about different ministers who also claim to have, succeeded in different endeavors in this administration. But Nigerians can tell otherwise. They are not fools, they can see. We have having criticized several of the policies that are putting Nigerians in abject poverty, and also seeing the things that are going critically wrong. Some people ask, where is Peter Obi advising the presidency and all of that? Well, we'll bring you that, but let's start with what the former SGF Babachir Lawal said. He was very, very clear about this very election, because some people come and say, Peter Obi lost an election. Peter Obi never lost any election. He was very clear about it, that even if knife is put on his throat, even when he is closing his eye as death is calling, that he will continue to maintain that Chief Bola Tinubu did not win this election. Let's take a listen from him and we'll start this conversation.
I never associated him with the Balis or a sectionalist. I never associated him with this. But since he came into government, I find it very difficult to say he's not one. If you talk about election, talking to me on the election, don't ever use the word won. He didn't win it, he rigged it. I'll repeat it until I die. With the knife on my neck, I'll say he didn't win. He knows he didn't win. I used to say this: if there's something in this room and we go out and we find that it is missing, the man who stole it knows he's the one that stole it. We might not know, we'll be accusing each other, but he knows. So they know what they did. I mean, they're humans. They know what they did. They know how they did it. Since I have known him, I've known his ambition. I have come to the conclusion that he was more interested in power than in what to do with the power when he eventually gets it. Now he has gotten it, he doesn't know what to do with it. It never occurred to him on what to do with it. You mentioned Lagos. I used to laugh at them in those days when he was governor. I said Lagos will do an interlocal government football competition. They will not be shy in calling it World Cup, because their mindset, their whole view is just around Lagos. One tribe, one religion, people that by nature are hierarchical in their leadership style. The boss talks, everybody falls in line. And that's the Yoruba culture, isn't it? There are no two bosses, no debate. The boss says it, it's done. It comes into a national scene where 200 and something tribes, everybody with his own challenges, everybody with his own ambition, everybody with his own local issues. People in a system in which no matter how good you are, there are some people from the beginning will make up their minds, because you are not their man, they will not allow you to perform. He got into this system, surrounded himself with the local people, and is out of his element. Well,
Cooperative policy implementation and just coming out to announce subsidy is gone is what we have. And as of today, dwelling on hope, but it's now hopelessness.
Right.
And what is in divine, let me get that very out from what we get from Babachir. It's undisputed, you understand me, that P2B won this election. I just need to state that very clear, you understand?
Right.
That that Tinubu is pronounced as the person who has won the election does not mean that that is the mandate of the people.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, particularly, I think I buy what this man actually said, and what I actually, buy is the fact that he said that this man, Chief Tinubu, actually was just very concerned about power and not particularly what he was going to do with the power. He just wanted to be president. Probably it was a lifetime ambition. He just wanted to add it to the numerous offices he has held, because we cannot see a clear cut-out direction that this particular administration is going into 1 year after they actually resumed office. The conversation right now is less about whether or not they actually stole the mandate. We know what the truth of the matter is, but the truth is that he wanted power and did not know what he was going to do with it. He just cared about sitting there and answering, the name of being president of Nigeria. And that is what this man said. And we can see it in the inflation that is going on in the country, and the fact that the statistics and the indices is showing that every day the economic situation of the average Nigerian is deteriorating. We can see on the screen, this is a juxtaposition of the, inflation rate as when he became president and now that he has spent 1 year in office. And so
everything is on the increase,
obviously,
in the increase. Very, very chaotic policy implementation that is putting Nigerian in economic woes. But again, I just started with this very thing about children in school. Just yesterday is Children's Day, which is a day to remember the children and also reach out to them and see their thoughts and all of that, which we are going to bring on. But let's even have a sound bite coming from this very particular, supposedly, primary and secondary school in this I don't even know what to call that. Let's take a listen to that very clip coming out from, I think, the north.
This is a primary school and even a junior secondary school in one of the states in northeast Nigeria. Okay, it's been interesting.